Siding update. So this is our siding in here. All this, it's metal and it looks like rust. So it comes looking like old rusty metal, but it's painted and it has a 40-year warranty, which is pretty cool. So all of this is going to end up on all of that. Now what's interesting about metal siding is they do the trim first and then they do the siding second. So if you're putting wood up, typically you put the siding up first and then you do the trim. So they've been putting all the trim on. So for example, here's some trim right here and it goes down the wall. That's what they call the base trim, and they have to do all these crazy fancy little cuts and bends and folds to get it to all come together right. And here's the trim for the garage door, and it goes up and over and around. It's pretty cool what they did here. So they made this little divot right here and it wraps around the back, and that's for the gasket for the garage door to go in. So the garage door will fit like flush here, and then there'll be a gasket that flares out and covers the garage door for the seal. So they've got that on, and this around here and all the way around here, and you can see the base trim that goes all the way around and goes all the way around the house. And then they put another track in up top. They call that the J track. So you can't see it, it's too dark, but there's a track up in there, and it's shaped right now like an upside down J. So they'd slide the metal, up into that and then slide it in on top of this base trim. Let me see if I can find a piece of it to show you how it looks like a J. So yeah, here's an example. So see that? It's like, there's the J right there. So that goes at the top, and then what we call the drip flashing goes at the bottom. So that's these pieces that have been going up around the bottom. That's what its profile looks like. So it'd sit like that, and the siding comes down, then the water drips off the edge. So, oh, this is better. Little pieces. Here's a little piece. So that's how that works. And then they take all this and then put all of these sheets on it. So we'll end up with these are a foot wide each one, and you can kind of see the profile of them. They're stacked in here back to back, and they have a profile such that they stand off from the wall by an inch. So let me see if I can find, here's a piece that they've been working on right here. So you can see that right there and right here, that's an inch. So it makes it stand off the wall by an inch. So this part will be against the wall. Here's the 1 inch standoff. And then each piece interconnects. So on the next one, this side here will interconnect into that side there. And when you look at it when it's all done, you won't see any screws because one will be hidden by the next. And it'll just look like, it'll kind of look a little bit like that way out there is the hope. Not exactly, but kind of. So we were hoping they'd have some siding up today, but they didn't because they're still working on the trim. But maybe tomorrow they'll get one of the walls up, and then I can shoot a video and show what that looks like. So Yep, all of this right here is going to end up all the way around the house. It doesn't look like enough. It's like, really, that's it? But that should be enough to cover the whole house. So more later.